Now from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals on Sunday Night Primetime.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. He's going to test this secondary right away. That is brought in. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That touchdown, number 11 on the year.
Tyler Luke on for the extra
You
point.
talk about a way to get this one started, Greg. Come on the road, go downfield deep, and put 6 on the board.
You can tell, Mike, this offensive coordinator, he wanted to come out aggressive in this one. Finds himself on the road. What does he do on the first snap? Deep shot, touchdown, strike first.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. Wide 80. Wide shot. 11 MT. 11 MT. Shot.
Burrow going to open by putting it up. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Shot. Wide 80. Wide shot. Shot.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Noah Fant. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Wide 80. Shot.
They'll run with the 2nd-round pick in the April draft. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Gun. Shot. Shot. Wide 80. Wide shot. Shot.
Working out of the gun, Burrow.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go. Right 80.
Now, Burrow. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
They'll run on 2nd down. Finding room to the 20. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
It's not often in the NFL like that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals come right back to tie it at 7.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
DC, ready?
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. It was Cam Taylor-Britt with the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 6. Play action now. Jackson.
He got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
Third and 6.
Hey, report!
With the shotgun, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Jamar Chase on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
I'm one, ready? Here we go. 11. Can. Can. Start. MT tight. 11 MT tight. Stop.
His drive will start on the ground. Has an opening. Past the 40. Angling to the sideline. Inside the 35. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for a Raven 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. To the air one more time with Jackson. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And the Bengals are going to take possession.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
On 1, ready? Start.
They'll begin here on the ground. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Burrow. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They get 15 on that game. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
Here we go. Start.
Up the middle they go. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
At the 31-yard line.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Prime Time. 14-7 is our score. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10.
On 1, ready? Here we go.
They'll stay on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Right 80. Stop.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. Inside the 10. It is caught. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
22 yards.
That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal.
1st and goal.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Gun. Cut. Can. Cut.
A run on 1st and goal. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
At the 2-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2, ready?
From the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 180. Place hot. Stop.
He'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
I typically like to see the play-action pass on the early downs, Mike. Now they find themselves on 3rd down. The defense is more prepared for the pass. They get stopped twice with the run. Do they go back to it a 3rd time and take their chances?
Once more from the 2. 3rd and goal.
Big 13. Big 13.
Here's Burrow. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Interesting decision. A field goal makes it a 2-score game. They're going to keep the hammer down and go for it on 4th and goal. Now Burrow on the bootleg. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays out.
And that'll help give them some space out of bounds, up at the 20-yard line.
18.
First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. We're going to go right back to Henry. We'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 17 yards, the gain there. 1st down, Baltimore.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many...
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Jackson now on second down. A pass pulled in by Henry. That'll be good for 11 yards. Still short of the first down marker. And third down coming up.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long to now at least third and manageable.
Third and short, Jackson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put the themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Here's the punter now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. That's fielded at about the 18. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
At their own 22-yard line.
It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Let's get set. 180. 12, 11, MT, take the hot.
Handoff here, up the middle. He'll work forward for a couple. Tackled there by Trenton Simpson. Second down, they need 7.
Here we go. The hot.
Play action now. It's Burrow. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Here we go. 180. Plays hot.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That is sweet. Gain of 16 on back-to-back plays. And another first down.
This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run. That's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
MT, 11 MT. Stop.
Gets to the edge at the 30. And he will score again. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It is his third touchdown of the game and 18 now on the season. That is about as good a half as you'll ever see out of a running back. Greg, his third rushing touchdown of the first half.
And he's been the difference maker, Mike. I mean, I wish I had him on my fantasy team. I mean, this guy has come out with something to prove today. I can't wait to see what he has in store for the second half.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will take a 21-7 lead.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. First down throw for Jackson. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
A gain of 16 yards.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Flush to his right. Open man is Horton. It's caught. And he will be out of bounds, but you saw that penalty flag come in. Looked like the defender got a head start. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Right side, then is hauled in by Horton. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
That's another Baltimore first down.
On play action, here's Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Jackson up top again. And that is incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Real quick, ready?
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Again, it's Jackson. This is caught at 2. To the goal line and in. Kez Walker. Touchdown, Ravens. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. The PAT, up and good. And the Ravens draw closer here. It's 21-14.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1, ready? 11. Here we go. Right 80, 12.
A 1st down throw for Burrow. There's the big tight Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. First and 10 now from the 36.
Gun. Cut.
Now a give up the middle, and a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This one from 52 yards away. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
Let's get set. 180. Rise up.
Burrow here on 2nd down. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards. First and 10.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Rise up.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Cut. 180. What is that?
They go play action for Burrow. Short one there to his tight end fast. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On fine, ready?
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
Here we go. Can.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Hold on, ready?
We'll get this out wide. We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Ravens first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Ravens.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Baltimore. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
On the toss, they'll run, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The line of scrimmage.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
2nd and 10.
Let's get set. 180.
Now give on the ground. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. A toss, left side, cross by his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7. And the pistol, Jackson ready. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And that one set down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
2nd down, Jackson. He's going to air this one out. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to look downfield once again. That is hard. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big play and a much-needed one as well. A gain of 57 yards.
10 at the 11-yard line.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one.
Move out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
They send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, here's a run by Henry. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, can. Stop.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
One-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Stop.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. On the run to the right. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
I'm one, ready?
3rd down and 9.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13. Stop.
Burrow. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
It's now 4th
The
down.
Bengals ready to punt this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line.
Onward.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Logan Wilson on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
They'll go again here with Henry. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
On the give, here's Henry. That's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Ravens bring their punt team out. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going.
On one, right? Gun. Start. 180. Place hard. Punt. Start.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
11, Thomas. Start.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10.
Wide 80. Stop.
They'll stick with him again. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Can. 12. Stop.
They'll pop it to Chase. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Here's first and 10. Throwing Jackson. Forced out wide. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Jackson now on second down. Rolling right. Oh, he's got a man running with them, and they connect. Two timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. Now he'll air one out. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. And a nice return here as well. He is out of bounds near the 40.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On first and 10, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That pickup good for 29 yards.
We're good. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
12.
On first down, Burrow. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. He's got another one. Touchdown, Cincinnati. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, There's tight ends, there's receivers. There's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It could be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get it into the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
McPherson is good on the extra point, and the Bengals will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
24. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Corey Horton now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on first down. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Off the play fake, Jackson. This one complete right side. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
That's another.
That one good for 26 yards.
First and 10.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. Jackson out of the pistol. Out to his right. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
Another one from the 5. Second down and goal.
Middle.
To the air one more time with Jackson. Moving. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Luke now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Bengals 41. Ravens 31. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Eleven. Here we go. 11, Tom. Right 80.
A first down throw for Burrow. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
180. What is that?
Second down, Burrow. He's going to let this one go deep. That is brought in. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
The score, Bengals 48, Ravens 31. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First down throw for Jackson. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get them the ball.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. One last shot now for Jackson. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So this one in the win column for the Bengals. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.